Super Dan, Dealing in the Desert, Scale Modeler Edition. I believe it is edition number 8, but build number 10. I'll have to double check that, but I believe that's right. How y'all doing? I just finished up the 1970 and a half Baldwin Motion Camaro. This is it. This is a kit from AMT. This is a 1/25th scale model. And it was challenging. This was the second muscle car that I built. The first one was a GT 350 1967 Shelby, which I was actually the very first plastic model car kit that I completed, and it was tough. It was tough. I had a hard time with it, and I had a hard time with this. I don't know what it is with the muscle cars, but one of these days I'm going to get it right. Putting it together was not too tough. This is a car that I am referring to in general. The 1970 and a half Camaro. That's the front. Here, let me show you something. There's the engine. If you can see the engine. A lot of horsepower there in the engine. I believe 350 horsepower. Am I right there? I think that's right. Yeah, we'll just go with it. But on first glance, it doesn't look too bad. I liked how it looked on the front. That's why I kept with the green with the white stripes and the white pinstripes and stuff. But when I painted it, I don't have an airbrush, so I used regular brushes with enamel paint. And it just did not, you could maybe see a little of it, it did not like cover as I wanted to. I used about 4 coats of white paint, and it didn't quite match up to the decals as I would like. Here's a decal, and here's the back that I painted. Yeah, you could even see a little bit of it here, of it not quite coming off. You can see brush strokes. You know, I didn't like that. I should have gone with the black, because the black probably would have shown better. It wouldn't have shown the brush strokes, but what can you do? You know, I don't have a paintbrush, so you know, you do what you can. I really love these right here. I don't know what you call them. I'm not a supercar guy, but I like them, and I bought these at Michael's. They were a silver thread, like metal thread, and glued these on, put dots of silver on the top, and hooked it in, and it looks pretty legit. Looks pretty close enough that I'm happy with it. Without it, I thought it looked a little too plain. I think it needed that, so I put that in. I don't know how good you could see the inside of it, but I used a tan color with silver trim, and I really wanted to use a silver trim. Unfortunately, took me a long time. It was a pain, and the tan did not turn out the way I wanted it to. The tan kind of looks like a pinkish color. I didn't like that. I wanted it more of a leather, like a brown leather color. And I've already done like a lot of the work by the time the color dried and came out, and I didn't want to change it because I was already halfway through it, so I just said screw it, I'll just keep with it. So I mean, it doesn't look terrible, it just was in my mind of what I wanted to do. But the dash, I don't know if you can see the dash, came out really good. That's like my most proud thing is the dash, and that took me a long time. And the steering wheel, and I'm trying to get light in here. Here we go. There we go. That's a good shot of the dash. A lot of detail in the dash, and I thought that came out great. The steering wheel came out great. I really love that dash. Paint job came out well, but I had to do some touch-ups here and there with glue marks and things like that, smudges, scratches, hair, things of that nature. But all in all, it came out really well. I'm glad I had these side view mirrors. And if you could see, I put silver on the tips to make it look like mirrorish finish, and I thought that came out pretty good, pretty good. Now with the Trans Am, the Smokey and the Bandit car, it didn't come with, the kit didn't have the side view mirrors. And I still haven't gotten them yet. I wrote them and nothing back, but I found out, I think I found out the company dissolved and merged with some other company. So, anywho, I'm gonna make this one short. There's the back end of it. Ooh, and then we'll put the top back in there like that. 1970.5 Baldwin Motion Camaro. I find the muscle kits to be challenging for me, and I plan to do more because I really love these muscle cars. I love putting them together. So the next one will not be a muscle car. It'll actually be a classic truck. This is going to be the one I'll be working on next. This one right here, 1941 Chevy pickup. I really like the way the last truck came out, so I'm going to do another truck. But oh, one more thing I wanted to cover was the trim. I bought a fine brush and decided to brush in the silver, and I think it would have turned out nicely if I used a better silver paint. I'm still using those cheap paints, and I really just got to toss them. You know, I got these paints that I first bought when I started plastic model building, Castle Rock paints from China Mart. Here, I'll show you. Well, here's one of them. Castle Art Supplies. Here's one example of what I bought. It's in a big box and it has like 40 different colors. These are acrylics. The only problem is that, you know, they come out gloppy, if I could use that word, gloppy. So, not happy with that. If I could turn back time, I would have used a silver enamel paint from Testers that I bought. But it is what it is. It doesn't look horrible, it just looks bad. You know what I mean? However, I'm still proud to display this on the shelf. It's not the best paint job in the world, obviously, when you look at it. Neither was the other muscle car, but work still was involved with this, a lot of hard work. So I would say how it turned out on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it turned out a 6 for me. And the kit itself, I think, was a 7.5, 8. Pretty good kit. And I would recommend it, but I would recommend trying the black stripes or experimenting with the colors, you know. I decided to do what was in the front, but you could paint this in blue, you could paint this, you know, in different colors. So I'm gonna end this short. Thank you for watching. This is Dealing in the Desert Scale Modeler Edition, and I will catch you guys again soon. Dealing in the Desert, you don't know what you're gonna get. Subscribe, click the thumbs up, comment down below, and see you guys later. Cheers.